Let's talk about it, guys. Have you noticed something worrying happening around us lately? In many parts of Kenya today, it is no longer strange to see a truck parked outside someone's house early in the morning while people are carrying out sofas, televisions, beds, and sometimes even business equipments. You think they are moving houses? No, those are auctioneers. And the painful part is that many families never thought they would reach that point. Okay, but why is this happening so frequently today? Why are so many Kenyans being auctioned? It caught my mind and I said I must talk about it because it is important for us to be able to know how we are going to protect ourselves from becoming the next victims. Let's talk about it. Let me treat it as if you are a 6-year-old and I want to explain what auctioneering simply means. It happens when someone takes a loan and fails to repay it as agreed. So the lender is going to come legally and recover the money by selling the borrower's property. Okay, so this property can include households, land, vehicles, and even assets. Before reaching that stage, there are usually several steps involved as reminders, render notices are going to be sent to the borrower, and sometimes even court orders. But unfortunately, many people ignore these warnings until the situations become too late. By the time the auctioneer arrives, the debt has already accumulated and has grown bigger than the borrower expected. So why are many Kenyans being auctioned today? That is the question of the day. So there are several reasons why people find themselves in these situations, and I'm just going to dwell on the major or the common things. Number one, easy access of loans. Today, getting a loan is easier than ever. With just a phone, someone can borrow money from digital lending apps in a few minutes. So we have got banks, SACCOs, mobile apps, and even informal lenders are constantly offering loans. While access to these credits can help people grow their businesses and solve emergencies, it can also trap them in debts if they borrow without proper planning. Number two, high interest rates and penalties. Many borrowers only look at the amount they receive and do not carefully check the interest rate or the penalties. Some loans grow very fast when payments delay. What started as a small loan can double within months, and once the borrower struggles to catch up, the debt becomes overwhelming. Number three, borrowing to repay another loan. This one happens so much. Seeing the economic situations that we are having, so you're borrowing here so that you can be able to repay here. So this is one of the most dangerous financial habits. So many people take another loan just to pay an existing loan. So before long, they have jangled multiple lenders at the same time. When payment comes, wow, they become too many and everything collapses. Economic pressure. The truth is that many Kenyans are struggling financially. The cost of living has increased, businesses are facing challenges, and income is not always stable. Because of this pressure, people borrow hoping that things will improve later. But sometimes the improvement does not come soon enough. They find themselves in loans and in loans and loans. So we have heard about the economic pressure, and we want to see how all of this is going to impact us emotionally. When you're being auctioned, it is not only about losing property, it brings emotional pain, embarrassment, and stress. Imagine waking up and strangers are inside your home listing all of your belongings, taking this and that. Neighbors are watching, family members are confused, your children are asking questions. It can be very painful. It can be a very painful experience. This is why financial awareness is so important, because prevention is always better than the damage control. How can we be able to avoid becoming the next victims? Remember, we have said the ones that have been able to be victims, they never thought about it. They never thought it was going to happen to them until it dawned on them. So these are some practical steps that I'm going to give you that are going to help you to protect you from these kind of victimization. Number one, I want you to take a pen and a paper and write number one. Borrow only when necessary. This one I'm repeating. Borrow when it is necessary. Only when it is necessary. All right? Not every financial problem needs a loan. Before borrowing, ask yourself, is this loan solving a real need or just a temporary want? Do not borrow because you want to purchase your house furnitures. Do not borrow because you want to buy just a necessity for you to see you having it. Okay, borrow because it is a real need. That money is going to sort something and it is going to give you interest so that you can be able to pay back. Because remember, whatever you're paying back with interest. So if you borrow to buy out furnitures, if you borrow for you to be able to attend that seminar, to go to that trip, what is the real need? What is the real need? Okay, ask yourself that question. Number two, understand the loan agreement. Please, 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 always read and understand the terms, because this is where we go wrong. And when you go to these lenders, the moment you're going to them for the very first time, they are so sweet. Oh my, they are so sweet. They call you customer. So how can I be able to help you? Okay, you need some loan. Of course, I got you. Look at the interest rate, okay? Repayment period. Look very carefully, okay? Look at the penalties for late payment, because at times it is not guaranteed that you're going to pay up your loan according to what you have agreed. At times you're going to be late. Okay, so if something is unclear, ask questions before signing. Ask questions before signing. And if you feel that the person that you are seated next to, or the person that is lending you loan, is not clear enough, you cannot be able to really express or understand the loan agreement. Okay, please take your time, go back home, do your research, do your due diligence before you come and agree to that agreement. All right, before you agree, think twice. Number three, okay, I want you to avoid these digital loans. Digital loans. Okay, they are sending you messages every now and then. Please, we are in a position to lend you 50,000. Do you have a pay slip? We can be able to lend you. You find yourself, you have taken loan from platform A, another digital platform B, platform C, and you have 10 of them all together. So you're borrowing here, and if this one is asking you for a repayment, you borrow here so that you can be able to pay up. Taking loans from many apps at the same time can quickly become uncomfortable, even if each loan seems small. Okay, so together they can become a very huge burden. They can become uncomfortable. So even if each loan seems small, together, if you combine all of them, the 10 of them, they are going to become a very, very heavy burden. Number 4, communicate early if you're struggling. Please communicate. If you realize that you cannot be able to repay on time, do not disappear. Don't switch off your phone. You think they're not going to find you? Please don't. Contact the lender early. Sometimes lenders can restructure the loan. or extend the repayment period. Yes, this is very possible, and it is according to the CBK guideline. So ignoring the problem usually makes it worse. Don't disappear. Not unless you borrowed from these informal, unregulated lenders called the Shylocks. These ones, they do not have regulations. They're just going to come take your property, okay? So the point is, communicate early if you're struggling to pay your loan. They're going to hear you as long as you have borrowed from a legal system, all right? From a legal institution. Number 5, which is the last one, okay? Know your rights. Know your rights, okay? Auctioneers must follow legal procedures. I've talked about legal issues a lot. They cannot simply wake up one day and take your property without proper notice and documentation. No. It's not supposed to be that. The law ensures that you are treated fairly even if you default, okay? So understanding your rights can help protect you from illegal actions. And as you're concluding, okay, I hope that you have had the 5 steps that I've talked about, okay? Please consider them and consider them wisely. And as we are concluding, I want to tell you the truth is that debt itself is not always bad, okay? Loan can help people start businesses, build homes, and handle emergencies. But when borrowing is done without planning, it can easily turn into a trap. All right, so the rising cases of auctioneering in Kenya are a reminder that financial decisions should never be taken lightly. So before taking the next loan, pause and ask yourself that one important question. Will this loan improve my future? Or could it become the biggest financial mistake that I have ever made? Because sometimes the difference between financial progress and financial disaster is simply financial awareness. Be informed, be informed, be informed. So until next time, that was my time. Ensure to subscribe to this beautiful channel, okay? Please ensure that you subscribe, you give a like, share to someone that is going through this, advise someone how in accordance to what you have understood. Until we meet next time, bye.